You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues.
What song is this? You ain't never running like this. Yo.
Well, that's one of them. It's over now.
It's over now.
112.
It's over now.
It's a shame we gotta go through this.
Wait, get on the beat, girl.
No, we can't even chill. I never would have thought we'd be just
That's not
in a
where we're
like
supposed to be.
this.
Yeah, but
It's over now.
It's over now. Sang.
Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, there we are.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We are fresh off of recovery mode. We are here. And it is a Tuesday. Yesterday was the Sundayest Monday I've ever been to in all of my days.
Indeed
But good
it was.
morning. Thank you guys. Thank you. We are outside. We are doing the thing. And we're here. Spark FM online. Rockstone Triz. Miss Tony B. Knowin. Nana. Hot Sauce in the building. Il Nana. Well, not really. Nana.
No.
No. Good morning, Boston.
Good
Let's
morning.
go. I'm sorry. I'm giving it a share, and this is what y'all should be doing. If you are tuned in right now, you're listening to us, and you know what's going on, go ahead and give the stream a share. Give the stream a share. Let people know what you're listening to and what you're watching. Let's do a quick check-in.
Yeah.
Chicken. Let's do a good chicken.
You do it.
Good quick check-in. We like I said, yesterday was our day off because we took a day off to recover from the prior day's festivities. The prior day was the third annual Spark the Block party. It was right here at the radio station. We shut down the street. We activated the backyard, and we had a time.
Yeah, we
A
did.
time. They say 3 times a charm, and I think that we charmed ourselves right into a good ass time. Let's just do a quick recap of Spark the Block. It is hot.
You're hot.
A quick recap of Spark the Block. Tony, you do a good job with this. Let's go and we'll fill in.
Okay, so Spark the Block. What did we have here at Spark the Block? Spark the Block, Big Black Spark the Block took place right here at 1195 Blue Hill Ave, the address of Spark Media and Culture Center. We blocked off our backyard and Daring Road, which is the adjacent street. Look at that, me using those vocabulary words. So we in the adjacent street, we entered. As you entered into Spark the Block, you came to our registration tent where you were given your gift bag if you purchased the upscale, uplifted VIP experience.
Unless you was just a regular guest and we still gave you stuff.
We still gave you a cup. Well, I was going to, go there, and every guest that entered received, of course, the official Spark the Block cup to get your drinks once you came in. And that was everybody, because drinks weren't for everyone. If you were 21, you got your 21 plus wristband. You came in and you got to go through our vendor market, which was absolutely amazing. We had some of the best vendors out there, and talk about food. So we had jewelry out there. We had handcrafted crochet goods. We had a real estate tent for a activation. We had a registration tent for voting. We had the catering by a lot of food.
Whole lot of food. Finn's Fusion. Catching Faith. We had snow cones by
Potter Pond
Snow Cone. We had the bars.
Yes.
The ice cream bars.
Did you have ice cream bars?
I don't know.
I saw them
There was so
earlier.
much
Thought they
going
was
on.
good. Yeah, I didn't see them, but
And we had some nice handmade shea butters and African attires.
attire.
And very, very nice. And we also had all of our good games out there. So the kid zone was out there. The kids were entertained with cornhole. They loved the cornhole.
They love to throw. They had to get the cornhole removed. They started hitting neighbors with the cornhole.
Cornhole. There was Connect Four. There was Jenga. There was Big Uno. There was big regular playing cards. And the kids had a great time out there. Come inside where we had our of course famous Spark Bar. We had a very nice artist lounge that was sponsored by Artist Lounge, sponsored
By
by
Haas.
and
The community.
has the community,
Yep.
which was very, very nice. We had our Spark the Block stage, of course, with some of the best performances I have seen in a long
Clap
time
it
by
up for
local
Cam
artists.
and the curation of our local artists, because that was a phenomenal stage.
Yeah.
A phenomenal stage.
Yes, very, 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 very nice stage that we had out there. So, and we had performers. We had C4, we had Key, we had Nay Speaks, we had Bishop,
Evie.
Bishop,
And then-
Evie. That little girl can pipe.
Lena, no, that's the group.
No, that's the
Lena
group.
Acosta
Lena
is the
Acosta.
piper.
Oh, she could.
She was
pipe.
singing.
That girl can sing.
She was
little
saying
Jill
she
Scott
gang.
vibe.
Man, she did a little bit of everything. Let's take a long walk around the park.
Let's take. Sorry.
She was singing.
Yes, she was singing.
Did she ask for a backup singer? Because I was around.
Oh, she did
no,
not. I don't think she needed one of those.
She didn't. Her voice carried through.
So, I told them all that I was available if they needed it. And nobody
Yes.
called me, so I probably think there was. Probably thought I was busy or
They saw you
something.
was busy.
Yes, you know who else came through? Rhythm Riders, and I finally got where them fans at.
Your boots on the
So
ground.
every time I think I got it, I don't got it when I actually got to do it.
That girl made it seem really easy, like
She
we
did.
didn't know what we was doing.
Yep.
Cha cha cha, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I said, all right, I got it. So we did Boots on the Ground. We had some great line dancing. And of course, we had the little lady stop through to do an impromptu fashion show with Nay Speaks. And that was amazing. Shout out to Little Leather Pants and Beads, because
Little leather pants and beads.
she's a problem.
Fancy.
And then the other two with her, they have their own clothing line.
They do have their own clothing line. And my girl was here. What's my little girl? She's going to be back on Friday. So we're going to be talking to them on
Okay,
Friday.
yeah, 'cause I was about to say we'll see them all of them on Friday.
And what else? Oh, and then upstairs, we came upstairs to the VIP lounge.
So
with-
I heard, shout out to Livewire,
Livewire.
who was like, I ain't never been to a block party where they had an elevated VIP's lounge with a full bar, food,
Stacked bar.
and stacked.
stacked.
Okay.
The bar was stacked.
And
up
shout out
there.
to Baby Pam Pam.
Yeah,
I kept on
yeah.
calling her the baby.
Yep, yeah,
Baby
because-
Pam Pam. She held it down.
She
Name's,
did. She did.
Nine.
Nine.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a very nice girl too, very personable, and she's sexy. So she worked up here.
I heard people came personally. She had some of her special drink.
Yeah.
And
She sure
when
did.
she stepped away, people came and said, "Well, where's the girl that was doing the special
Let
drink?"
me tell y'all about that special drink that Pam created.
Because Pam, it's so fun. We gotta stop and shout out Pam Pam, because Pam Pam worked both bars, and at one point she was coming up here and in real time educating the baby on how to make specialty
Yep.
drinks, and then went back downstairs, up and down.
She was bartender, bar back, bar manager, bar instructor.
bar bringer.
Bar bring everything. Pam did the damn thing, and all while rolling her own blunt. That was
Yep.
amazing. I saw her going up the stairs, rolling, talking, all the things. I said, wow, she is multifaceted.
Multifaceted.
Amazing. I mean, it was an amazing time. Shout out to everybody who participated, who had a part in making Spark the Block what it was. Our people had a great time, and I don't know if anybody had as great a time as me, myself. Miss Tony. It was amazing for me. So thank you to all. Shout out to the neighbors who were great and had a good time. And for you neighbors who weren't great.
we need to. I have to check somebody today. I was like, were you the one that called were you one of the ones that called the police? She was like, oh, no, I ain't no calling police for nothing. I said, oh, you definitely didn't call the police.
I know
That's
who
what
called the police. It was her right there next door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, terrible. Terrible.
Somebody next door.
Yep, right next door.
Terrible.
Oh wow.
She was horrible. She was giving us. She is horrible.
Not
What?
across the street next door.
She was like, we set up everything.
Yeah.
And she came out. Can I get out? You saw us set up everything. We had to move. She drove through the tent, actually.
Oh.
We moved the table. She drove through the tent, and then came back later. Like, I need to get back in. We are in the thralls of a block party. What do you want us to do?
Oh no, you should have. Did they tell her? Oh,
no,
good.
They were like,
go somewhere else.
go somewhere else.
Some people just
I need to get
miserable.
back in. You can get back in at 8, whatever time this ends.
When the street opens.
Yes.
So anyhow, that whatever. But the minor things. There were very, very minor complaints about stuff. Shout out to Amanda who held down the interviews that were going on here. Amanda and B Rebel had a whole interview thing going on up here, which was really special too. I got
Keisha and
Keisha
Jazz.
the entertainer and Jazz who hosted.
man.
And I gotta say, big extra shout out to Bishop Toussaint, who
man.
was, sparked the
Mr.
block.
Murphy, yeah,
Sparked
he
the
was-
block.
He was very lively.
He's so lively.
So
Oh my
lively.
gosh. He is a juggernaut and a force. But it was an
brought the
amazing
energy.
time.
He really brought
Amazing,
the
amazing
energy.
time. Definitely brought the energy. And lost his shirt at one point.
Yeah, and never found it. Never once found it.
Janet had it.
Shout out to our amazing interns, Nana and Jason. Jason came out from
And,
early.
and,
Johnny.
Frankie and a Johnny.
Frankie.
And
Frankie.
to this.
Tadiq.
Yes.
Tadiq, yes. Tadiq, who is my silent killer.
Yeah.
I love that boy.
Yep.
And
big
that's
shout
my,
out.
That's my YN, yep.
Big shout out to Live Wire Security.
Yeah,
big
man.
big shout out.
Oh,
to them.
shout out to Live Wire Security. From booking them all the way to the end
Yeah.
and everything, even receiving my receipt afterwards.
Yeah.
Phenomenal
Yeah, man.
security agency. I recommend you guys book them. They are great and they not gonna go crazy on you with the prices, and they'll hold your stuff down, being respectful yet doing their job.
They were.
And
They
that was
were.
good.
Yeah.
They came at the end, was like, y'all good? Y'all go?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like them. I like
them at
And
all.
here was one of the highlights of the night real quick. Let me just show the people
Yes,
where we was out there.
Oh, DJ LC.
Over here kissing, hugging, sweet touching. So that in the bathtub, rubber dubbing.
Shawty.
Never
I saw. Shout out to the neighbors again, because I saw one of them come through here with the biggest bottle of Patron I've ever seen in my life, and I think he put it at the bar. He came in smiling like, "Yeah, keep it going, sir. We're shutting down." And they were like, "Oh, y'all shutting down? We not," and continued their own block party in their yard.
Yes, they did.
After I heard they stomped out a rat.
Oh.
I saw him do it with my eyes whole.
Wow.
That rat had not a chance. That man them people stomped that rat out and kept the party in after.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. It's good when, that felt like community. It felt like the neighborhood, and it felt like we were really, really welcomed here. And I love that. I love that for us, and I think it was amazing. Shout out to Janet.
Yeah, thank you,
Janet,
Janet,
boy,
man.
I tell you,
Thank
Janet, and all of our listeners who came through. Schneider came through. Fresh Jan was here. Janet was here.
Yeah.
Pam sister, I forget her name, but people that we interact with on a daily and got to see. That was really, really, really nice. And shout out to whoever found that billboard of us and put it on the side of the building. I was like,
Shout, what's we cousin name? Raymond. Yes, Roy.
Raymond.
Where did that time go?
I don't know where it went.
somebody take it down?
Nor where it came from.
Somebody took it down. We had so much help.
Where that is?
I don't know where.
That was the first time I actually had to do stuff, and anytime I came out to do it, it was done. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, what else do you need me to do? Over there, I saw that. I'm on it. Okay.
We had one volunteer, Wonder, who was here from 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Wonder, Akila, and Wonder's friend
Yes.
that I cannot remember her
yeah.
name, but they followed me no matter what.
Janet said all banners were folded and put in the hidden room.
Thank you. Janet being our volunteer master,
Yeah,
a
captain.
manager, captain.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And then
Absolutely.
she was joined by our special intern, graduated, became host, Steven.
Yeah.
That always holds down registration and anything else. Steven be coming in, effing shit up, and then
man.
leaving.
And then drop Ninja Smoke.
Yep. I'm leaving. You need me to do anything else?
damn,
Nope.
you out?
I got somewhere to go. All right. Thank you, Steven. And as soon as you grow up, Steven.
As soon as you hit 37.
If you hit 30.
You would be... You will not be... You'll be a little too old. Anyhow, people, let's get this show started. We got a great interview later on today. We'll be talking to Sadiddy Lifestyle, aka Sky Warren.
I'm excited
who
about
is
that.
one of the new owners of the Bloom on the Ave commercial real estate properties. This is not a rental. She has purchased it.
Yes.
And that's dope. And we'll talk to her about business, growth, scaling, and, Sadiddy lifestyles. I'm trying to live that lifestyle right now.
Right.
With that said, let's get started. Saucy and Friends officially starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
You're listening to Spark FM online. Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome back. We just did our Spark the Block recap, and now it's time to get into the show. Today is Tuesday, August the 12th. It is 9:46 a.m. And before we even go into that, forgot to shout out the lady of the day, my mama, who celebrated her birthday at Spark the Block.
Yes.
She got shout outs throughout the day. I think we sang happy birthday to her at least 62 times by 345 different groups of people.
And yesterday I was like, Mommy, what are we gonna do for your birthday? She was like, you guys sing so happy birthday to me all day.
More birthday, absolutely. She just called. So yes, so let's get it. So it is 9:47 a.m. Today's weather, it's going to be hot to bleed cleat.
I put up a post.
Currently, it is 83 degrees. 83 degrees,
Yeah.
and it's going to reach a high of 92 degrees by about 2-3 o'clock today, and it will stay that way and not drop down to a decent temperature till after 9 p.m. We're at 80 degrees until after 9 p.m. tonight. So if you don't need to be outside, don't be.
Yeah.
If you are outside, find a body of water. We might play hooky today after we finish cleaning up and go find some water to hang out in. Meet us there if you want to go DM and say, where y'all about to go at? And we'll be like, oh, we going over here, but we want to blow up the spot because we don't like y'all like that. So let's get into the show, Miss Tony.
Yeah, so piggybacking off of what Saucy just said, Mayor Wu has declared a heat emergency for today. And so you can Google and see where the cool down spots are, but there are many that are open. I'm hoping that they keep the pools and during an emergency, do they keep things open a little bit later?
Yeah, I think they all still shut down, but I think that heat emergencies, they should go until at least 9 o'clock. Especially in the summertime when the children ain't got no school.
Yeah, so Mayor Wu and the Boston City officials have declared a heat emergency from Monday, August 11th through Wednesday, August 13th, as the heat index is forecasted to reach between 95 and 96 degrees. Our top priority is ensuring our residents and families are healthy and safe during this period of intense heat. As temperatures continue to rise, the city is here to support residents in every way possible across every neighborhood. We encourage all of our community members to please take care of yourselves, check on your neighbors, and be prepared to stay cool and stay safe. To prepare for the heat, Boston City Centers for Youth and Families, the BCYF cooling centers, will be open to all residents during the heat emergency, alongside splash pads and pools will be available throughout the day for the residents to cool off. Additionally, the Boston Public Library will also have locations that offer relief from the heat. The Boston Public Health Commission operates emergency shelters that are air-conditioned and open 24/7. Chief of Emergency Preparedness, Adrian Jordan. Oh, hey, Adrian. Also, that's Larry Jordan's brother. Advise residents to stay hydrated, seek air-conditioned environments, and check elderly family members or neighbors. Boston EMS typically experiences 10 to 15% increase in calls during heat waves. Mayor Wu issued heat safety tips, including children and pets should never be left alone in vehicles, even if for short periods of time. Stay hydrated. Keep cool with frequent cool showers, shade, and air conditioning or fans. If you can't avoid being outside, it's critical to take breaks in the shade, drink water constantly, and watch for warning signs like dizziness, nausea, and confusion. Know the signs of heat exhaustion. That's heavy sweating, cool and clammy skin, dizziness, nausea, and muscle aches would all be signs of heat exhaustion. If symptoms persist, call 911. Adults and children should use sunscreen containing an SPF of 30 or higher. And if you have a child in your home, use child window guards in addition to screens if any open windows on the second floor or above. Secure all windows and air conditioner units. If you are heading to the beach, lake, or pool to beat the heat, swim with lifeguards where lifeguards are present. Always watch children near the water and make sure they're wearing a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. Please call or check on neighbors. Please keep pets indoors, hydrated and cool, as asphalt and the ground conditions are significantly hotter and unsafe during the heat. So you guys go onto the City of Boston website. You can find where the cooling centers are that you can utilize during this time, and just really, really stay safe and try to stay cool because it's a mess out there in the heat, and I don't like it. What else is going on? Boston sheriff allegedly used portion to extort $50,000 from a cannabis company, and now he faces federal charges.
Let's go. There's a lot of developments have come out since this dropped on Friday.
Okay.
So I'm wondering how soon this report is. But let's go.
This one was published yesterday.
Okay, good. So let's get into that.
Sheriff Stephen Tompkins is accused of using his position to extort a cannabis company for discounted shares of stock, and this is actually in People magazine.
Is it?
Yeah.
It went super viral.
Yeah.
Let's go to the clip right here.
Yes.
From WBZ News.
And jury today.
I saw
He's facing
Courtney.
Extortion charges relating to a cannabis
I did see
company.
Courtney the other day. I said, Courtney, we talk to you all the time. And she looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, Danielle was right. She was like, oh, yes, I know. And she looked at me crazy like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So Janet, leave her alone. I already knew where Janet was coming from. That's my girl Courtney, goddammit. I see her all the time because we be outside.
WBZ's Paul Burton joins us live in Boston with the very latest. Paul.
Well, the Suffolk County Sheriff was arrested in Florida this morning, taken into custody where he faces 2 counts of extortion. Now, he'll eventually appear in federal court here in Boston at a later date.
How are we going to fix the criminal justice system?
Suffolk County Sheriff Stephen Tompkins now finds himself on the other side of the law. On Friday, the 67-year-old was indicted for allegedly extorting a Boston cannabis company. The cannabis company has not been identified, but the indictment states Tompkins, quote, wanted to get on the stock so he could make some cannabis money and take part in the IPO. Prosecutors said Tompkins pressured someone in the company to sell the stock to him before the company went public. The indictment also alleges the sheriff reminded the company that Tompkins should get company stock because Tompkins had helped the company in its Boston licensing efforts and that the company would continue to need Tompkins' help for license renewals. The indictment states he allegedly gave the company $50,000 back in November 2020 to buy stock in the business and was granted more than $28,000 in shares. When the company went public the next year, those shares became worth more than $138,000. Wow. But according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, by May 2022, the value of the stock had dropped, less than what Tompkins originally invested, and allegedly demanded a refund of his original $50,000, which he got back from the company in 5 separate checks from May 2022 to July 2023. He's now charged with 2 counts of extortion under the color of official right. Speaking in the North End this afternoon, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu said the allegations are troubling.
Obviously, every one of us public officials is held to a high standard, and whenever there are law enforcement officials that have anything coming into question with the law, that is a very serious allegation.
I'm sure he'll have some sort of defense or explanation as to why he wasn't shaking down a company, which is essentially the charge. He's, shaking down a company for his own benefit. And if that's what the facts show, he's got a problem.
Tompkins has been Suffolk County Sheriff since 2013. He's in charge of nearly 1,000 correctional officers. He was reelected to a 6-year term in 2022. The FBI released a statement saying, "We believe that the sheriff saw an easy way to make a quick buck on the sly is clear-cut corruption under federal law. The citizens of Suffolk County deserve better." And if convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison and face a $250,000 fine. We reached out to the sheriff's office for comment, but have not heard back. Yeah. Live in Boston, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Thank you, Paul.
That's my friend. So basically,
this is terrible.
He faces federal extortion charges. He is accused of using his position to extort a cannabis company for discounted shares of his stock. And then he is also alleged to have asked for a refund on his investment when the stock that he asked for didn't pan out.
I feel like there's somebody was telling me or reading me some article they had, when they dissect their credit cards and see what they've been buying. There's an article that broke down what he's been buying. It was like $1,900 at the Pearl, like $2,000 at like the Gulf Drive, like mad little things like that maybe you shouldn't have put on your company card unless it was an event for the company. I don't know, but they do. Fresh Jan, was it worth it, Sheriff? That's what I'm saying. Like, that this is bad. You know that you have authority and stuff like that. You can't be shaking people down for their money that you invested into their thing. It's an investment.
So he bought stock in it. The stock plummeted, and then he wanted his money back.
Yeah.
And they gave it to him back.
And they did give it to him back because they were afraid that he would use his position as sheriff to back out of good deals that they had with him. So they basically said that they did it under duress, and so and that's not cool.
Can't be doing
let me see. Was just trying to put the high back and high sheriff on Suffolk County, but for that indeed the East. I don't know. He needed cash apparently because last year the high sheriff only pocketed $215,000, including $22,000 in what the state controller describes as a leave buyback. Who knew an elected position could claim leave buyback? But this is Massachusetts. Thompson got his start the way most future jail board Democrats sheriffs get their start. He was another hack polls driver appointed by a Democrat governor, in this case Deval Patrick, to fill a vacancy. So this is Howie Carr. Who's Howie Carr?
He's a radio guy, yeah.
Yeah, but it just looks like he doesn't really like him.
No, Howie Carr don't like black people.
Oh,
incidentally, I don't think that Sheriff Tompkins is a very liked person by a lot of people, to be honest.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And I personally, just not the not a big fan. He's not. I don't know him like that. But
I remember the man.
Yeah, you know him.
I remember the man. I remember him now.
Sheriff Tompkins does have a way of trying to throw his weight around, to make it seem like he got a lot more clout than in which he does.
He was in
so this was very interesting. This was very interesting.
This is why a lot of people, and I think Janet just said it too. She was like, "This is why I voted for Sandy Calixte," and I think it's why a lot of people wanted to. There's a lot of people who just don't. He does not sit well with a lot of people, so I think that a lot of people are not surprised, and some people might probably be happy about this.
Not the nicest guy.
Yeah, which is just unfortunate,
If you sit and read some stuff about Boston, you feel like, wow, we've been doing the most. I'm reading the rest of this article, and I won't get into it because I don't want to shake shit up on a Monday, but on a Tuesday. But I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put this one in here.
There's a lot of corruption.
There
is. It really is.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, Boston. I mean, Boston in particular has made a lot of headlines, especially in this administration that we have here.
Very interesting.
I like the administration. I think it is time that we act up. But just reading down the list of foolishness that has gone down in the last couple of years is pretty we're pretty lit.
Oh, I saw that article too. A list of officials who have been in trouble.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Very interesting.
Yeah, maybe somebody needs to assign internal investigations.
Yeah, we got to. They should hire me for that job. Be like, what is it that you got going on here? Let me
tell
see.
Y'all now. Y'all DEIs and positions better cut it out. Cut it out. Shoot, ridiculous. Anyhow, next.
Keeping it moving.
Residents living near White Stadium say Boston Mayor Wu is not listening to their concerns, and this is actually a clip. And I, that's
That's what we're hearing, though.
No bueno.
One second. Here goes El Clipiando.
And Courtney again.
Courtney
isn't listening to them, but seems a lot more worried about the Charlestown residents when it comes to a stadium in Everett. WBZ's Louisa Moeller shows us their concerns.
We're asking you, Mayor Wu, to come sit down and talk to us about this White Stadium issue.
Opponents of the White Stadium project gathered at the corner of Franklin Park and demanded answers from Boston's mayor.
As taxpayers, we're concerned that we're being neglected, disrespected, and treated like second-class citizens.
Their latest frustration stems from this, a press conference last week where Mayor Michelle Wu complained of potential impacts on the Charlestown neighborhood due to a proposed soccer stadium for the New England Revolution across the river in Everett.
Boston residents deserve better. We deserve a responsive proposal that positions this new stadium as a regional point of pride.
As the demolition of White Stadium in Franklin Park continues to make way for a new home for a professional women's soccer team, opponents say Wu has never discussed the impacts with residents in Dorchester, Roxbury, Jamaica Plain, and Mattapan.
It's important that we don't pick which neighborhoods we give answers to.
The battle over the future of White Stadium has been brewing for months and has now become a flashpoint in the mayoral race between Wu and her opponent, Josh Kraft. Kraft stating Monday, quote, Mayor Wu's refusal to listen to residents who live in the neighborhood around White Stadium, despite repeated requests to do so, is the clearest sign yet that she doesn't care about their concerns. But these folks say their intentions aren't political.
We are the rest of our elected officials. It's ridiculous what's going on in the city, and we're sick and tired of being sick and tired because enough is enough.
We reached out to Mayor Wu's office for a comment and did not receive a response. In Jamaica Plain, Louisa Moeller, WBZ News.
Saucy. This is why she done lost Noah's vote, which is awful. He is upset about it.
Can you tell us that interaction about Noah's
he said,
campaign?
Mommy, there's a man named Josh Kraft running for mayor. And I said, yep. And he said, and I think I want him to be the mayor. And I said, why, Noah? Mayor Wu's been doing a good job. And he said, yes, but Josh Kraft said that he will listen to us because he said that Mayor Wu has spent $100 million on the stadium and it's not fair. And so I think that Josh Kraft is going to be the mayor because he will listen to us.
Good.
I said, well, I mean, you know.
Wait,
well,
baby.
I mean, hey.
He's got his vote.
We can't vote for mayor just based on one thing, but that's a very good point that you made there. And you know, Noah's been on the Wu train for a long time. He brushed through the barricade the other day to go take a picture with her and the baby. So you know, he was upset after he saw that.
And this is the power of advertising and commercials, right? Because you don't know who's actually listening and who's actually influencing someone in the house.
Right.
Have you not been so staked in the political race? You would have heard that and been like, oh, well,
yeah, that's crazy.
There we go.
Yep.
He heard it on the TV. I wasn't watching it.
Yep.
So it's very interesting. But this situation with the soccer stadiums, which is very interesting because there's one going on in Everett that takes up a little bit of Boston that Mayor Wu is a part, and she's pushing back on them because she's saying that they're not really paying attention to the residents and to the traffic and stuff like that. And it's crazy to me because that's the same exact argument that these people that we just watched have as well. So if we're not listening to the people in Everett and we're not listening to the people in Boston, who is actually listening to anybody, anywhere, do anything? I don't know. Hey, focus, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. This is a Spark the Block video.
So you know, like we've gotta figure things out here, and why we need two.
Well, I don't know.
If half of the soccer residents in Everett is for Boston, why can't we just use that and the partners from Boston and the partners from Everett come together?
Because there's White Stadium being built. There's that soccer stadium in Everett. And remember, Bob Kraft is trying to build isn't that in Everett too?
No, it's only one in Everett.
Football stadium. I thought that he was trying to build.
No, the soccer stadium is the Bob Kraft Stadium.
Oh, the soccer stadium is Bob Kraft. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his family, whatever.
All right.
We don't need two. I think that more people need to sit at the table. It needs to be Bob Kraft and the partners from the soccer people. They'll be actually in here soon too. So we are setting up some time to speak to the partners of the Boston White Stadium soccer, whatever. So you guys will get firsthand knowledge about what is going on and speak to them. Remember, people can tell us whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Janet makes a nice point here. She says, I was there the last day that White Stadium was open. There wasn't that many people out there protesting. I don't know. Folks get outraged, but way too late. And I think that that's a huge point. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what it is, because we've been talking about this White Stadium thing for years now.
Yeah.
And now is when we want to start protesting has been ongoing, but I think that organizing the protest needed to be done where a larger amount of people can come out and give testimonies and say whatever they need to say and go through this. And even now, before it started, there should be a last minute effort to meet at White Stadium.
Yeah.
In the park, and let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Might have been a fight, but whatever.
Yeah. Famous Boston area ice cream chain closes after 20 years. So the JP Licks down in Brigham Circle has closed.
Really?
Yeah. And apparently it closed in June. June 25th was the last day that it was open. But a lot of people were looking for ice cream to cool down over the weekend. And we're like, damn. JP Licks is closed. After more than 20 wonderful years serving the Mission Hill community, JP Licks has officially closed our location at 1 Brigham Circle following the end of our lease. The statement read that people found on the door. That's awful. Not his mic is not on.
Nobody can hear me the whole time.
Boston police and the FBI arrest and charge a man with numerous firearm-related offenses in Hyde Park. This guy here, he had a little arsenal going on, which is kind of crazy. The Boston Police Department, alongside the assistance with the FBI, arrested and charged a man with numerous firearm-related offenses. Kenneth Bigby Williams, 29, was arrested on August 7th by the FBI Metro Boston Gang Task Force, and Boston Police Department on multiple firearm-related charges in Hyde Park. He listened to this list of what the things that he had. The arrest followed a thorough investigation that led to his house. He was clutching his waistband when they found him, that's
a pure indication.
Right, so he had something, and because of that, they gave him a warrant to search his house.
Yeah.
When they searched his house, they found a Smith & Wesson MP15 rifle, a Glock 43 pistol, a Glock 22 pistol, a Sig Sauer pistol, 10 live 9mm rounds, 5.6 rounds, 1 5.7 round, 3 live 48 caliber rounds, large capacity feeding devices and magazines, a GL40 magazine, a Ruger 5.7 magazine, 6 Sig caliber magazines, GL43X magazine, 5.6 45 magazine, GL22 40.40 caliber magazine, Browning rifle case, a black plastic gun case, and a black plastic Glock speed loader.
Was he going to see Donald Trump?
I think I know a couple people who have that much things. People that collect guns, this is probably very, very low.
He's facing a lot of charges, unlawful carry of a firearm.
He wasn't supposed to, he didn't have a license to do anything. He didn't have NAN 1. He didn't even have a blanketed license to say I can look at a gun.
He didn't even have a driver's license. He didn't have it. He's being charged with unlawful carry of a firearm, unlawful loaded firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, unlawful possession of assault weapon, 3 counts of unlawful possession of a firearm without an FID card, improper storage of a rifle, shotgun near a minor, and 3 counts of possession of a large capacity feeding device. He's expected to be arraigned in Roxbury. You going to jail now?
You going to jail because
he
didn't have a permit, a driver's permit.
Career criminal on probation.
You going to jail because
career criminal on probation for selling crack was hanging out in Franklin Park with an AK-47. This guy they picked up at Harambe Park during the basketball
Not during
tournament.
the basketball tournament. You going to watch Sharon play the basketball.
Yeah.
What you need to bring your weapon. Well, there was lots of people out there with weapons. I know that for a fact too. However, you don't need to be acting up if you got one.
I cannot find the story, but that actually happened. It happened. Baylor University is suing Boston University for trademark infringement on the BU logo. How long have it been like that? Oh, because it used to be the eagle before, and now it's the BU. Yeah, sue them. Sue them. That's terrible. What else is happening? A member of a pro-Palestinian group was arrested for vandalism at the Mass State House. Then wrote up all over the damn State House. What'd you do that for? That's awful. Go to jail.
Go to jail. You go to jail.
You go to jail. What is the fentanyl fold? I didn't know there was a name for it. And have you spotted this in Massachusetts? It's called the fentanyl fold.
We have an actual picture of us looking at the fentanyl fold.
Oh, do you have a picture of us looking? Me was working.
Oh, is that the fentanyl fold?
We were all watching this man dig into the ground for something. We were like, is he supposed to be doing that? But he was folded up.
In half. In half. It's called the fentanyl fold. That is the name of the move, and now we know what it's called. The Mass State Police Mass State Police Colonel addresses the New England serial killer rumors. So we've been hearing those rumors about a serial killer in Massachusetts.
Yeah. Did we talk about that earlier?
Yeah, we've been talking about it every time they find a new one. So Massachusetts.
Every time they find a new one, we talk about it. Nobody's alarmed yet.
He was asked about the persistent online rumors about the possibility of a serial killer in New England, with the head of the agency saying there's not evidence at this time of one, but he is tracking the cases that have led to speculation. So right now, as a former homicide detective, certainly I am tracking the news of these tragic deaths. There is no evidence to indicate that there is a serial killer at the moment, he says. He continued that to the Herald that detectives are very much monitoring and tracking and aware of these cases, and certainly if we do uncover similarities or consistencies between the cases, they have our attention for sure. So right now, let's rest the rumors of a serial killer. It's just different people killing people. What else do we have going on? Boston is going to be celebrating New Edition Day and name a street after the group. So New Edition Day is officially August 30th.
August 30th, and where is that street?
This
New Edition Way.
The group.
I'm sure it's going to tell us right here.
Yeah.
I do have the clip here too.
Go ahead, do it in the clip.
Lev, thanks. Now we know what to look for. All right. Also headed to Minnesota this week is our own Dan Roach, and he's going to cover the Pats' joint practices with the Vikings tomorrow.
Maybe that's a commercial, the prelude.
At 10 a.m. on August 30th, the city will hold a street naming ceremony at the corner of Ambrose and Albany Streets in Roxbury. Dearborn Street will be designated as New Edition Way. Founding members of the New Edition crew grew up in that area that was formerly known as Orchard Park. A community block party will follow at 11 a.m. in the front of Orchard Gardens Boys and Girls Club.
On August 3rd? That's what time? What day is that?
August. It's a Saturday, I believe. I don't know. There will be music, a youth backpack giveaway, free food, family-friendly activities, and a special appearance by the group on that day. The city had previously announced plans to honor New Edition in September of 2024, but that date was postponed due to unforeseen scheduling conflicts at the time. And what else do we have? Crew Love Hoops lures big crowds and a coach named Joe to Harambe Park. So yes, Joe Mazzulla was out there at the Crew Love that was happening over the weekend.
That.
It was very, very much a lot of people. It was carnival.
Was that for the young people, just the young people, right? This one?
Yes, young people basketball. I don't know, because these dudes in this thing don't look like young people to me.
Crew Love, I think they have different ages. They go from the babies all the way to the adults. So it's a 3-day event. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
It's a 3-day event starting on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And all 3 days have different age groups. The biggest thing about the Crew Love situation, it is really an inter-neighborhood competition, especially between Roxbury and Dorchester. That's where they go crazy, and somebody's crowned king of Boston after that.
Yeah.
I'm disturbed that I missed every single day of it.
I did not.
You did not. You didn't miss a day because you lived there.
Because I lived. It was at my house.
Why didn't you venture in and find you a Zat?
Girl, no, there was too many, and somebody was over there that I hate, so I wasn't going to go over in that because it would have been I would have had to borrow somebody's AK-47.
Oh, not the AK.
So anyhow, Crew Love, shout out to them. A very successful event, very uneventful event, which was good to have that many, of us over there and not a lot going on besides them arresting this man with his AK-47. And then
what is this?
A new pilot program. The city is giving homeless young adults $1,200 in cash every month for 2 years. It's a pilot program. According to the Stanford Basic Income Lab, universal basic income is a periodic cash payment that is given to individuals unconditionally, requiring no work requirement or sanctions to access. And as various nonprofits and cities across the country experiment with basic income programs, most have found that the money received is largely used for pay for basic essentials that Americans struggle to afford. So a new pilot program in Boston, Massachusetts wants to find out if the same trend applies for a specific demographic, young adults facing homelessness. The program is called Bay Cash, or Boston Area Youth Cash Assistance for Stable Housing. Their plan is to offer a select group of 15 young adults ages 18 to 24, $1,200 per month for 24 months. Each month they will receive 2 $600 payments, and they will have access to a one-time drawdown of $3,000 used to pay for things like security deposit, a car repair, a medical expense, or other crisis.
What is the age?
18 to 24.
That's not that?
No.
Because I'll be like, I ain't got no. CK gonna have to sign up for that. 'Cause he's about to be a homeless teen.
Bay Cash is what we call a demonstration program. The program's director says we will reach out to them and see if we can get them in here to talk, because this is really crazy.
That's really great.
Great. It's crazy in a great way. Aronson has been working on developing a model for direct cash transfers to young adults facing homeless since 2017. And he also co-led the city of Boston's development plan to prevent and end homelessness among young adults. And finally, his vision has reached a crucial next step. This is awesome. And like I said, we're gonna reach out to them and see if we can get some more information on that. But when I first saw the article, I was like, this cannot be true. But it is true. It is happening. Bay Cash. Look into it if you have an 18 to 24
Donald Trump
year old.
don't like this. You don't like that
at all. But this is they're doing it independently. They're not getting any federal money or anything like that. So that's that. We're gonna take a quick pause for the pause. We have a great interview coming up with you with Sky Warren, who is the owner and operator of Sididity Lifestyle. She's going to come in here and tell us about what she's doing in this community and how great she's doing it. And guess what? She also instructs people on how to do it. I was on her Instagram page last night. I was like, you go, girl. All right. So anyways, we're going to be right back with her. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the Morning, BRB.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
Hey Boston, are you ready? It's time for the 3rd annual Boston Titties Carnival. The bands are getting ready, the costume is looking amazing, and we can't wait to see all the kids having a good time on the road. It's all happening on Friday, August 16th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Parade starting 12 p.m. We are marching from Talbot and the Suburban Ave all the way to Berkshire Boys and Girls Club. Want to join the fun? Tell a grown-up to check out social media pages to find a band for you to jump up with. See you on the road!
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Looking for a meaningful way to engage with your community and make a difference? Volunteer with the Massachusetts Senior Medicare Patrol Program and help prevent Medicare fraud. Visit masmp.org. This project is supported by a grant from the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
All right, so to tell me that one more vibes in this, so Wednesday, August 20th, B Soca presents the annual Pan on the Plaza. From 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Steel pan, music, food, and culture. Location, Boston City Hall Plaza. Pan on the Plaza is free and open to the public. This is more than just a concert. This is a full-on culture experience that brings the soul of the Caribbean straight to downtown Boston. Come vibes with the sweet sounds of the local pan performer. Boston oldest steel orchestra in North America. Branches. Music provided by your favorite DJs. That is Wednesday, August 20th, Boston City Hall Plaza. Brought to you by B Soca. Massive, remember, this is free and open to the public. From 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pan on the Plaza, Wednesday, August 20th.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com.
Turn us up.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues.
Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are back in the building. We are back. And like we said, we have a special guest in the building. Remember back in the day, like the beginning of this year, when we had Dariella in here, she was talking about Bloom on the Ave.
Yeah.
And we were auctioning off. We weren't auctioning off. There was going to be a lottery for a couple of small businesses to not rent the commercial space, but actually own the commercial space. And today, we have one of those very, very special business owners in the building with us. Welcome to Spark FM, Sky. How are you?
I am good. How are y'all doing?
I'm good. I'm so excited to have you here.
Me too.
It's funny because when we're talking about different stories and we're talking about the news and we talk about these people, we're like, we got to get them in here because that's lit. And here you are. So I'm so excited. So Sadiddy Lifestyle is your brand. Tell us about Sadiddy Lifestyle.
Yes.
And first of all, your lashes are lit.
Thank you. Shout out to my lash tech. She's definitely watching too. She just texted me. Shout out to Gigi.
Oh, they're nice.
So Sadiddy Lifestyle is a beauty studio located in Milton currently, but as we all know, we are moving to Mattapan, which is something that means the world to me. We are a full service beauty studio. The only thing we don't offer is hair, and we truly believe that it's deeper than beauty. Yes, there we go. Okay, I'll take that. But we do truly believe that it's deeper than beauty. When I think about our salon is different just because we are Black owned and operated. But in addition to that, we provide a number of trainings to the community, including nails and various courses in entrepreneurship as well. I'm an educator by trade and by my own education, and so that was something that with going into Sadiddy Lifestyle full time, I wanted to make sure that I also kept that entrepreneurship, that educational segue, and so that's Sadiddy Lifestyle.
How long have you been doing this?
5 years. So
5
I've been
years.
a nail technician. Yes. So I am a pandemic nail tech. I have never.
I needed something to do. So as the really.
Yes. And so I have always been a nail girly, but I wasn't able to get my nails done before in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And so that was something that was really hard for me. I had never before the pandemic. I had never never painted my nails.
It's so funny because I think before the pandemic, we all actually sat down and soaked off our nails, didn't we?
Took them off with the flossers.
Yep. Yeah. And then we just went ugly.
Girl, listen. The day somebody was like, somebody opened a bootleg salon over here in the back of here, I was like, I'm there.
Listen, that was me in my bedroom, okay? I was in my bedroom with it. And so that's how we started 5 years ago during the pandemic.
For you.
Yes,
and look what you've done in 5 years.
So tell us, what have you done in 5 years? Because you went from doing random nails in your home during the pandemic to now being not only a business owner, but a commercial real estate owner as well.
Yeah.
So
That's
how
crazy.
crazy, right?
That's crazy.
What's been your path? Like, how has that been since you started this?
It's definitely been something that's really hard. I was an assistant principal while I was also running the business.
Career change.
Yes, career change. Career change just happened. And so I was an assistant principal while I was balancing this.
Yeah.
And so it was something that I've always been passionate about, beauty, right? Like, I spent a lot of time in Atlanta and Houston. I went to college in Atlanta, and we know, like, Atlanta is the beauty capital for Black women.
Spelman alum.
I am.
Oh.
Shout out to Spelman. And so Atlanta is the Black beauty capital, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just different out there. Like, the way people dress, the way people carry themselves. And so when I came back home, not being able to get my nails done was really, really hard. And so I decided that I wanted to start doing nails. And so I just went really head first with it. And it was something that was difficult to balance both. But I think now I'm at a period where I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to have the clientele that's carrying me to be full time.
This is awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. The business is so scary, right? Because one minute you're up and the next minute you're like, God damn, how did I get here? I was just supposed to be doing nails in my room.
This
was
never planned.
So how has that been? So you tell us about that lottery situation, because we were like, ooh, that's nice. So you entered into this lottery. Why did you I want to own the space instead of just renting out a random space?
I think that when we think about building a legacy, in order to maintain a legacy and in order to have something that's gonna last forever, you can't rent. You have to own. And so ownership was something that was really important to me because I wanted to be able to have something that will be able to be passed down 2 generations, right? And so maybe it won't be Sadiddy lifestyle forever, but it will be in my family forever.
I like it. I like it.
On Blue Hill Ave too, which is like
really quick, saying that yesterday her son did a presentation on his future, and they were like, oh, he wants this and he wants that and he wants that, and they were like, and how do you plan on getting that? Like, what are you going to do for work? And he's like, I'm going to own my own radio station.
I know that's right. Plant the
Let's
seed.
go. He was like, well, you have one, so I want to have my own. I said, you can just have this one, baby. Don't you do. I'm doing it now, so you don't got to figure it out.
Do you have kids, Guy?
No, not yet, but I really hope and pray when it is my time to have kids that my kids do want to carry the business on. But if they don't, that's okay. But when it is time, I'm gonna they're gonna be in the shop. They're gonna be shop babies for sure.
So you're in Milton now.
Yes.
And you're doing what do you do?
We do nails, we do pedicures, we do lashes, we do facials, we do makeup, we do body waxing, we do brows. I don't think I'm missing anything.
I'll be there.
Come see us.
Listen,
no, we're gonna come there and do a whole to do.
You know what it is?
I'm ready.
I love that you offer all of those services because, and I know that you do a good job because I know a lot of people who go to where you go and they're always, like, I'm always like, yeah, that looks Sadiddy. So
very much Sadiddy.
We are nail girlies, but we go to different places for everything. So one place does our lashes, one place does our nails, one place does our pedicures. So it's just like, if you can find some place that does a good job, it does everything, that's going to be amazing, and you're going to be right up the street.
Exactly. So, come join the Sadiddy babes.
I love it. So go ahead.
Sadiddy, tell me why Sadiddy? Why did you name it Sadiddy? And now you have Sadiddy babes, which I like because I love to be a part of a group.
So Sadiddy really just came from having a high standard, right? So I remember one of my friends in high school, they were always just like, oh, you just like, you carry yourself differently. And then I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to continue to carry myself differently because I care about my education, I care about my community, and if you want to call that Sadiddy, then I guess I'm Sadiddy, babe.
Sadiddy me up.
And so it kind of just carried me through college, and then it was funny because obviously, Spelman has a reputation of having having a Sadiddy girl.
Sadiddy.
And so being Sadiddy, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that it's more than that. I think it's more than Sadiddy's not to be stuck up. Sadiddy is to have confidence. And to be Sadiddy and to be a part of Sadiddy lifestyle means that you have the confidence to know that like you deserve the world.
I love this.
And yes, and so that's what Sadiddy is to me.
Pause for the cause, nail cam, because those are crazy.
Oh. Thank you. Shout out to my nail tech, Rhonda. Of course.
Yeah, nail cam, definitely.
Yes.
You know what I love about what you just said is that
oh, your nails are cute too.
Thank you.
Okay, look at both of y'all. This is nice.
We love a nail. We're nail girl. We just
Listen.
started doing a nail cam in
Yeah.
here because we
Yeah.
have a lot of people to come through. We like. Me and her stopped concentrating after a while. I was like, look at her nails.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that's right.
What I love about what you just said is that that's the thing. Like we really are in a time where women need to feel really, really, really good about themselves.
Yes.
And for all that you just said, going to see your nail tech and getting your nails done is therapy.
It's therapy,
And
100%.
It is therapeutic, and you
Yes.
come out of there feeling like even just watching the process of getting your nails done,
Yep.
really like you feel yourself gaining confidence and
Yes.
feeling better throughout. So I know exactly what you were talking about not getting our nails done during COVID. That was a time. So that is amazing, and just like you have a very warm presence. So I can imagine when you are doing people's nails, how good you make people feel.
What do you specialize in particular?
Nail.
Well, I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
No, I love Gel X.
Yeah.
I am a
Okay.
Gel X girly, but I've been laying a lot of acrylic lately, and acrylic is obviously acrylic is the root to
Yeah.
nails, right?
Yeah.
Especially in our community.
Yeah.
And so I can lay some acrylic,
Okay.
and I also do Gel X. I really can my art is more abstract. That's what I like to do, but
Me
I
too.
also dibble and dabble with character art as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you learned all of that self-taught
Yes.
during
The pandemic.
the pandemic just 5 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
5 years
crazy.
ago. Yep.
I was on your Instagram page last night and just kind of like flipping through things, and I love how you have like so many encouraging things, but then you also say you teach people how to grow their business on their own and giving little tidbits and all of that. And like as you mentioned, you also do classes and things.
Yes,
Can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah. So my classes started off with me teaching acrylic as well as teaching Gel X and structured gel manicures.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to be able to. There's a lot of new nail techs, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so especially with Gel X, because the services you can really damage someone's nails if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to make sure that I was offering that service to people of
Right.
educating them. I also think when I expanded my team, that was something that I had to train my team, because if I can't take the client, the whole reason for opening the shop is so that they can go to somebody else and have the exact same experience.
Right.
And we're blessed to be able to have done that for the past 4
I love
years.
that.
Right?
Yeah.
But when I think about my entrepreneurship classes, there is a need in our community for us to have multiple streams of income.
Say it, girl.
And part of having those multiple streams of income is entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah.
And being able to, if you can make money for yourself, you can make money forever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so that is something that I was able to learn that.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be able to just having the spirit of education and I'm an educator first before I'm anything.
Yeah.
That was something that I wanted to be able to provide the community with.
So
And that's where that deeper than beauty segment comes in.
Coming
Love
from
that.
being an assistant principal to now teaching classes, your literal life just kind of helped you to be able to do your own thing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I like to hear people don't feel stuck in their situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing is permanent. You can
Exactly.
always figure out a way to
Yes.
make things do what it do for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you, and I'm so very proud of
Thank
you.
you.
And this is my first time even, meeting you professionally in a setting like this. And it just, it's exciting to even just find a new entrepreneur. We met at the Grind Pretty Fest. And you won a grant then.
I didn't win, but
You
I
almost won.
It gave runner up.
It gave-
The person who won was phenomenal.
Yeah, she was
phenomenal.
But you were still giving you main character energy, so very good, very good. And it seems like you've taken this very, very seriously. You've thought about it. Just listening to you talk, I'm like, she should come in and take a workshop right now. I'm
ready
just
when y'all are.
confident and making sure that everybody is, just paying attention to what their options are and just being surrounded by education and learning things. What has been the biggest lesson that you've learned throughout this?
Oh, that's a good question. I think to have faith, but you have to have the work ethic to match.
Yeah.
And
Faith without works is dead.
It sure is. And I feel like I'm saying it now more than ever because I am full time.
Yeah.
And so I have to have.
By the way,
faith.
congratulations, because I heard you say you official career change.
Yeah, sure did. But I think that faith without work is dead, and you have to be able to work hard. When you're an entrepreneur, you can't make excuses.
Yes.
You have to just put the work in, and if you're not willing to put the work in, nobody's going to do it for you.
Nobody's going to do it.
And so I think that was my biggest lesson is to really like push myself, and I have to work to my best capacity, because if I don't, nobody else is going to pay the bills.
Yeah. So what do you do to take care of you?
That was great.
Great. Go to work. No, I definitely think things that I do, like walking my dog, is something that I really love to do. Shout out to my pup, even though he got on my nerves this morning. And I think also like still getting my self-care. Like those that know me and those that sit in my chair and see me on a regular basis, my nails and my lashes are always done.
Yeah.
Not only because I'm representing my brand, but like this is why I started this brand was because self-care is something that I love and appreciate.
Absolutely.
So definitely tapping in with my lash tech and my lash tech Gigi and Rhonda, my lovely nail tech, and both of them just being at the shop. So we spend a lot of time at the shop, but that is also my self-care.
Yeah.
I love this.
I love shop life. You know, like like it's just a crew, it's a clique, and they work well, and I love that.
They're
so
talking across each other about things, and I'm like, yup, girl.
Yeah. Those are my girls. Those are my sisters for real.
Good for you. I love that. So what's the development? Where are we going? When is this going to happen over here?
Well, we are officially launching and announcing formally.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
So y'all definitely got the exclusive. We're launching everything on Sunday. We have an event that we're going to do that at Pilates in the Park. It'll be at Walker Playgrounds right on Norfolk. Yeah. And so we'll announce that there. Yeah. And just super excited for that. And we're just in the process of getting everything done and trying to, this is a different level of entrepreneurship. I thought I was an entrepreneur before, but like
now,
I'm really doing this. I'm like, wow, I'm in so many meetings and so many places.
I'm so important.
Right? Who am I? And I'm exactly who I think I am.
Good. So. And we don't we like this is our first time as Sauce said having a full conversation with you. We've seen you around, but I think that you the one to do it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying.
You got this. It sounds to me like you got a full demand on what you are doing here, and you gonna get it done.
Thank you.
Very proud of you, and congratulations again. This is awesome.
This is very awesome. I'm really excited. You'll definitely be seeing us.
Oh yes,
I can't wait.
We'll definitely be seeing us, and then we'll set up some time. We got to start doing that too. Come and visit people where they at. And seeing what you guys do, because some of this stuff that y'all be doing out here is good. I need a facial anyways. I think I'm dying.
Come on.
We coming.
Come see us.
Sedity Lifestyle out here doing God's work. Make sure y'all get in there and get yourselves together, okay?
With that said, people, we're gonna take a pause for the cause. Because
wait, where do we find you? How do we reach you?
Oh yes, tell us everything.
Yes, you can find us on Instagram at Sedity Lifestyle, SADIDDY Lifestyle. My page is Nails by Sedity, and all of our contact information is there. I'm very responsive via text message, so just reach out to me. I reply to DMs because that's how you make sure you build a clientele.
Hello, say that.
Absolutely. My DMs are not closed; they are open for business
for you. With that said, people, thank you so much, Sky, for coming by and hanging out with us. And your nails are awesome.
Thank you.
And we'll be visiting, so people go visit her. The shop address right now is where?
75 Adams Street in Milton, right on the Dorchester line.
Right on the Dorchester line.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys go visit her if you want some nice self-care, all the things that they do. And if not, just follow them and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Absolutely.
That's what we need. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Saucy and Friends, we got to pay some bills. We'll be right back. Keep it locked right here.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
All right, so to tell me the one more vibes in this, and also Wednesday, August 20th, B Soca presents the annual Pan on the Plaza. From 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Steel pan, music, food, and culture. Location, Boston City Hall Plaza. Pan on the Plaza is free and open to the public. This is more than just a concert. This is a full-on culture experience that brings the soul of the Caribbean straight to downtown Boston. Come vibes with the sweet sounds of the local pan performer. Boston oldest steel orchestra in North America. Branches. Music provided by your favorite DJs. That is Wednesday, August 20th, Boston City Hall Plaza. Brought to you by B Soca. Massive, remember, this is free and open to the public. From 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pan on the Plaza, Wednesday, August 20th. Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the number one place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Hey Boston, are you ready? It's time for the 3rd annual Boston Titties Carnival. The bands are getting ready, the costumes looking amazing, and we can't wait to see all the kids having a good time on the road. It's all happening on Friday, August 16th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., parade starting 12 p.m. We are marching from Talbot and the Suburban Ave all the way to Berkshire Boys and Girls Club. Want to join the fun? Tell a grown-up to check out social media pages to find a band for you to jump up with. See you on the road!
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you know man swear the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats. And much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Ball up and I ball down, and none when I in the right. One, when I'm at the door, two, when I'm at the and the center, three, then I'm at the 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I get this feeling, This feeling is such trouble. That's my song.
I love that song.
I love that song. Speaking of song, many things are coming up. Beres Hammond will be inside of the Wilbur Theater
Tomorrow
night at the Wilbur. We're not in Somerville this year, but we'll be right downtown Boston at the Wilbur with Beres Hammond, and I'm very excited. We do have tickets to give away between today and tomorrow, so make sure that you guys keep it locked because we will let you know when to sound off on those tickets. Also, with all of this good music playing in the background, don't forget that we are popping off on Talbot Ave on Saturday. Kitties Carnival, Boston's official Kitties Carnival, kicks off on Saturday, the 16th. Down Talbot Ave into Harambe Park. We've got food, bounce houses, performances, parade, road, costume, designers, music, live art, live everything. Everything is going to be there just for you guys. I'm so excited about that.
And then Pan on the Plaza.
And then Pane on the Plaza. On the 20th of August, we'll be down at City Hall Plaza from 5 to 10 p.m. It is a free event. Both Kitties and Pan on the Plaza is a free event. And that will be taking place on Saturday and Wednesday, kicking off the good old Carnival, Boston Carnival season.
Yes.
So we're going to have a good time. We want you to come out. We want you to jam down the road, all of the things. And let's get into our national news. Let me look at it. All right, let me look in my eyes. In the national news, Trump seizes control of D.C. police and deploys the National Guard, and it looks like D.C. has been occupied by the fascist regime of MAGA. Wow. That's going to be the first kickoff in The Handmaid's Tale. That's pretty much where they're going to set up shop. Mm-hmm. And The Handmaid's Tale, they actually did it in Boston. Boston will probably fight to the death for that not to happen ever again. Even though it didn't happen. But we already see what y'all trying to do, and Boston ain't it.
Yeah.
President Trump announced on Monday that he was taking control of the District of Columbia's police and deploying the National Guard. Trump portrayed the moves... Oh, because he thinks it's too
combat crime.
Yes,
and
restore law and order.
Oh.
Trump portrayed the moves, which will involve around 800 National Guard troops, as a response to high crime rates in the national capital. He said it was an attempt to rescue the district from bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor. Reporters in a packed White House briefing room received handouts just before the president spoke, where the district's murder rate was shown as higher than those of other international cities, including Delhi, London, and Bogota, Colombia. Police statistics, however, show that crime rates in the district have fallen sharply over the past 2 years. Violent crime is down 26% than compared year to date against 2024. Last year, it saw a 32% drop in homicides and a 35% drop in overall violent crime compared to 2023. That being said, the total number of homicides last year was 187, and still above that year's that immediately preceded 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. Here are the main takeaways of Trump's announcements, and let's go to this clip.
Right. Well, President Trump today making another move, expanding the role of the federal government in matters historically left to cities and states, declaring an emergency in Washington, D.C., and telling cities such as Los Angeles to pay attention. You may be next. President Donald Trump today called it a public safety emergency, giving him authorization to deploy the National Guard and establish federal control over the Washington, D.C. Police Department.
To rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back.
The president's action follows the bloody beating of 19-year-old Edward Korestein during an attempted carjacking. Korestein was a member of the Department of Government Efficiency under Elon Musk, the president painting an apocalyptic image of the nation's capital.
Violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people.
This action today is unsettling and unprecedented.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser says the Justice Department and Metro D.C. police figures indicate violent crime is down 26% from last year. Homicides down 12%.
We're at a 30-year violent crime low.
Due to its constitutional governance of the District of Columbia, the move by the White House is less of a constitutional issue than it would be if it was attempted elsewhere. Nevertheless, the president told other cities to take notice.
But hopefully LA is watching.
In fact, the city is still responding to Mr. Trump's federalizing of the California National Guard last June. This followed 2 days of unrest in the Civic Center. A trial began today in federal court in San Francisco before Judge Charles Breyer over Governor Gavin Newsom's claim that the president's seizure of the Guard, as well as the deployment of 700 U.S. Marines, violated the Posse Comitatus provision of the Constitution, which severely limits the use of the military to perform law enforcement duties in American cities. Almost all of the 4,000 National Guard troops have been released. Only 300 Marines remain. Mayor Karen Bass says none of them were needed, and most of them never left their staging locations. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
Conan signed off with the quickness. Like, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, this pisses me off.
Yeah. Because it's stupid. It's very, very stupid, and I really, really hate it. And this is dumb. And I don't even know what.
It's very unfortunate that this is what we are. It's very unfortunate that there's no real way to stop him from doing anything. Yeah. And I think that's just the crazy part of it, is that he's doing things so crazily that nobody even put provisions anywhere to stop it. Yeah. Like, it's so ridiculous that we didn't even think that anybody would do this. This is like why you got to put a hot label on a hot Dunkin' Donuts thing. Because somewhere somebody doesn't realize that it's hot and that it could get hot enough to burn someone. Yeah. You know, so I don't know if that's a good analogy or a metaphor or a metaphor, but, you know, unfortunately, that's where we're at.
A metaphor?
Whatever. A child and 2 adults were killed in a shooting that sent Target shoppers scrambling for safety. I'll be there. This is why I don't go to Target now. They're just shooting in it.
You see why?
3 people, including a child, are dead after a gunman opened fire in a Target parking lot in Austin, Texas. Interesting. We releasing the National Guard in D.C., but we won't release one in Texas when they killing people in a Target.
Say the words.
That's not what you're mad at?
Say the words.
Instead, you want to arrest Democrats who have fled the city because y'all are doing some bogus crap. It just doesn't make any sense. The suspect is a white man. I didn't think it was not. Is a white man in his 30s.
Going to Target, no, right?
Exactly. We boycott it. We'd rather just stay away than shoot it. The suspect is a white man in his 30s with a mental health history, don't they all, and prior criminal offenses. Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis said in a news conference, a motive has not been determined. It's not clear what led to Monday's gunfire. The shooting is one in a spat of deadly gun violence in the U.S. It follows killings in recent weeks at places normally considered safe. A Montana bar that the offices of the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta, and in the office building in New York City. In Austin, police were called at 2:15 p.m. and arrived at the Target parking lot, where they found 3 people shot, Davis said. The gunfire erupted during a busy time of year for retailers with back-to-school shopping underway. You have a clip here? Let's go to that clip.
Here it goes.
My mouth tired.
2 adults and 1 child.
2 of those were pronounced on scene by Austin Travis County EMS.
Crazy voice.
1 was transported to a local hospital where they were pronounced at the hospital.
Police say they spotted the suspect as he carjacked the vehicle of one of his victims and fled. During that chase, they allege he then crashed that stolen vehicle in an office parking lot about 1.5 miles away. Investigators say he then hijacked a nearby Volkswagen, injuring that driver, and tried to escape again before being stopped by police.
He was then found by Austin PD in South Austin, where he was taken into custody after a tasing.
In a statement, Target said they are devastated by the violence that occurred and will be providing support resources, including grief counseling, to our team.
My first instinct was just to tell people where the exes were.
Target employee Freyan Sagastume said he heard active shooter on the radio before helping customers.
I was really confused at first, because, you know, like I thought that this only happened like in the news and stuff.
Oh, well, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, you got to be careful. You can't even go get you a little lip gloss, some panty liners or nothing because you get shot. It's crazy.
Tragic.
U.S. inflation didn't.
Tragic.
Oh, Nana. U.S. inflation didn't rise as much as expected in July despite tariff roll-off. I don't want to hear that bull crap. It's inflated. I feel like the inflation has inflated.
Yeah.
I don't care if you say it hasn't rolled out as much as it's supposed to. It has rolled out at all, and it's expensive to live out here because it was expensive to live out here prior to him. And now that he's here, even going up by a little bit and not going down. Because Donald Trump promised us relief on prices day one. We ain't had no relief.
Right. Evan said that would never happen at America's food market.
Exactly.
Shout out to Evans, came through too.
I know. I saw.
Yesterday?
Did I try to give? I think I gave. Did I give him a hug? I saw him, and I was like, "Oh, Evans is here!" And then I think somebody started talking to me again, and I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah.
It might have been a drink or something because that was cold.
The drink started.
All I will say is, if it hits Arizona iced tea,
because they're still 99 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that though. Why the hell is they still 99 cents?
Huh?
Because
there's a documentary on my watch recently.
What
There's a documentary about Arizona iced tea.
On Arizona iced tea, yeah.
What it say?
It's the guy did it on purpose because he wanted to provide a decent drink and keep it at a low cost. So he promised that it will always be 99 cents.
W man.
That's why he marked it on the can. On the can.
You know what? That is honorable because no matter what,
Oh,
people
man.
still buy Arizonas by the droves. You know,
Arizona
like
is a nice.
it's a nice, refreshing drink.
They got alcoholic ones now.
They do.
Shut up.
They do.
They got twisted teas.
That's good.
It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I'm good with it. 99 cents. We'll take that.
respect for
Tropical
that
storm Erin forms in the Atlantic and is expected to strengthen into the first hurricane of the season.
Oh, Erin.
That's terrible. Supreme Court formally so this one was crazy. The Supreme Court has now been formally asked to overturn the landmark same-sex marriage ruling.
Yes.
And I didn't know how this started. So you know that it wasn't too long. It was like 10 years ago, right?
It was fairly recent.
10 years ago that they whatever. But
Maybe more than 10.
I never thought about the backstory of it. So can we go to this actual clip? Because the lady who's doing this was the lady who started all of this in the first place. And she seems like a miserable, rancid thing.
Oh.
Let's go to this clip.
It could now be overturned. Senior Washington correspondent Devin Dwyer is on the story for us. All right, give us the deal, Devin. Who is actually asking the justices to overturn this?
Well, in recent years, Kira, we've been waiting for a case like this as some of the sentiment in the country has started to shift a little bit, softened rather, against same-sex marriage. There's been a lot of talk about whether the justices would get a chance to reconsider the case. And as you said there, they are getting that opportunity next month. We've learned that Kim Davis, she's that Kentucky clerk from back in 2015 that was at the center of international controversy when she refused to issue marriage licenses to a gay couple in Kentucky in defiance of the Supreme Court. She spent 6 days in jail. She lost a defamation suit. She had to pay $100,000 in damages, $260,000 in legal fees. That's what she's appealing to the Supreme Court, but it's the first time, Kira, that anyone has technically asked the justices explicitly to overturn Obergefell v. Hodges, which was that landmark ruling. And she does just that. Her counsel in this petition, which was filed last week, says that decision was egregiously wrong. And if that sounds familiar, that's the same type of argument that was made by opponents of abortion when they sought to overturn Roe versus Wade just a few years ago. So a lot of eyes on this petition. It's unclear whether the court will take it up, but certainly a lot on the line.
Well, is there any indication that justices will consider hearing arguments?
Well, a lot of the legal experts I've talked to say there's no chance the Supreme Court will want to wade into this. But, you know, the climate that we're in right now, anything can happen. Certainly we are in the midst of a campaign against same-sex marriages across the country. At least 9 states so far have either passed legislation seeking to end those rights or specifically asked the Supreme Court, send resolutions to the Supreme Court asking them to revisit. You saw the Southern Baptist Convention, the nation's largest Protestant Christian group, just last month. They voted to make overturning Obergefell a top priority. So there's a renewed effort by activists in this space to try to get the attention of the Supreme Court. And a lot of them, Kira, are pointing to comments by Justice Clarence Thomas, the senior conservative, who after the Dobbs decision, the one that overturned abortion rights in this country, he said in his opinion that he thinks it's time to take a look again at marriage rights. So anything can happen. It's on the table, but most legal experts think that the chances are less likely than not, Kira.
Him of all people shouldn't have nothing to say about any kind of marriage situation, because as soon as they overturn this, then they're going to overturn black and white marriages, and you and mommy not going to be together no more.
Say that. I guess my biggest concern with this is, why the hell do you guys care about who is sleeping with who inside of their homes?
Exactly.
So all these people that, if they overrule this, will it null the marriages that already happening? You're going to break... We talking about families and America first and all kinds of stuff. Y'all trying to break up families because they can't have a legal piece of paper that says, because we live together and raise these children, we can't have the same protections and legal status as 2 other people living in a house that are doing the same exact things that we are doing.
Yeah, this is awful because
it's disgusting.
It goes into a lot of other things. What about these same-sex couples who have adopted children? You're going to break up those homes. What about same-sex couples who are married and they're receiving benefits from the other person, with one of them being sick or something like that, and their insurance and coverage and all of that? What about people who, same-sex couples who've already...
They've already stood in court and got a legal signature. This lady that's doing this is so crazy, because why do you care so much? You're not worried about your own redemption when the Lord comes to see all the evilness you've been doing, but you worried about other people and how they are sleeping together? Absolutely insane. And you're right. This starts to go other things like interracial marriages is going to be on the line again because they still don't take black people as real people.
Right.
Well, good. I hope that Clarence Thomas has to decide on that as a Supreme Court person, and that he succumbs to his evilness.
Well, he's the senior conservative.
He's this jackass. What is wrong with these people not being able to succumb to their natural causes in life?
I don't understand.
Everybody else just be falling out and slipping on the kitchen and randomness. Why we can't never hear about that? But actually we can't. Not right now. They got to stay in there, because imagine who Trump is going to put assigned to the Supreme Court if one of them fall out right now.
You're right.
Imagine that.
He gonna put some Fox News host in there.
Absolutely. Tucker Carlson.
I thought him and Tucker Carlson are friends.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
That's the other one that's crazy. Terrible.
Joe Rogan.
Yep.
3 for 3.
Yep. So that is what's happening, and going straight into the entertainment, because that is comical at best. Disrespected and kicked out of a luxury hotel. MLB legend David Ortiz returned the next day. He's been in the news a lot.
Did you see? Go to the article. Do you see why he returned the next day?
So disrespected and kicked out of a luxury hotel, and MLB legend David Ortiz returned the next day, not to complain, but to buy the entire... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's crazy.
Yes.
So not to complain, but to buy the entire building. A luxury hotel in Boston made a serious mistake, insulting and refusing to serve MLB legend and Boston Red Sox icon David Ortiz, simply because of assumptions based on things that should have never been judged. By exactly 24 hours later, David Ortiz came back not as a guest, but as the new owner of the hotel. Dressed sharply in a suit, he walked into the lobby with the ownership papers in hand.
Yeah.
No shouting, no threats, just a calm stare and one short sentence that brought the entire lobby to stunned silence. What they got wrong about him yesterday became a masterclass in dignity. Power today. See full article. Damn.
You gonna learn today.
That's the sexiest thing I've ever read in my life.
Listen.
That is it.
Power.
That's how you do that.
That is how
Power.
you do it.
Yeah.
He is an immigrant man
Yes.
from somewhere else that came
Dominican
here
Republic.
and shut it right down.
What's the name of the hotel? Now I'm gonna say that.
David Ortiz Hotel.
Whatever it is, that's the name because that is the name. This is my favorite article that I gotta be posted first.
I've never read anything like that before in my
Because
life.
I was like, he probably
so-
came back because
Yep.
he left his Gucci bag or something like that. No,
Child.
he came back with the papers that said, "Oh, okay,
Yep.
get out."
What is the sentence? It says that he said one sentence. Said what? What did he say?
Say what?
It didn't say in the article.
It doesn't say. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what he did.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is mine, bitch.
Yeah.
This is my hotel.
This is my hotel.
It's a meal.
I can't get. Let me see. It happened quietly at first. Ortiz, dressed casually and without any fanfare, stepped into the hotel lobby. No cameras, no reporters, just a man looking for a room. But instead of a warm welcome, he was met with cold judgment. The staff sized him up, and without asking who he was or knowing what he had done for the city, they refused him service. Their tone was sharp. Their faces told him to leave. Witnesses says Ortiz didn't argue. He didn't pull rank. He simply nodded, turned, and walked out. Most people would have left it would have been me that jumped over the counter. Said I couldn't. Exactly 24 hours, the same hotel doors opened again. This time, Ortiz wasn't in a hoodie. He wore a flawless suit, a crisp tie, an unmistakable air of a man who had already won. In his hand, legal documents, ownership papers. He walked into the same lobby where the install had taken place. The same staff froze mid-step. The atmosphere shifted instantly. Ortiz scanned the room, letting the silence stretch. Then in a calm, steady voice, he said just one sentence. Yesterday, you told me I didn't belong here. Today, this is my hotel.
Yeah.
No shouting, no anger, no revenge, just dignity and the quiet power of a man who turned disrespect into ownership. Boston will remember this because sometimes the greatest home runs aren't hit in the stadium, they're hit in life. When you take the very ground you were once pushed off of and make it yours forever. Yep. In Boston, few names carry the same weight, pride, and emotion as David Ortiz. The Red Sox fan, he isn't just a baseball player, he is Big Papi, the man whose bat turned heartbreak into history and whose heart united the city in its darkest hour. Go. You go. Yep. You go. Yep. That is how it is.
Take that.
Yeah.
I love that. That article made me tear up.
Because no, it did. That article is emotional and it's a mind F.
Yeah.
Because literally he is literally everything that they are against.
Yeah.
An immigrant, a large black man, a soccer player, somebody who don't even speak English, a baseball player, somebody who don't speak English, somebody who can be easily misinterpreted as an illegal alien, somebody who was discriminated against. You went back in less than 24 hours. He probably already owned it before that, and he was going to see what it was like. And they played him, so he was like, "Oh, I got to do this a different way." Yeah, and I love it. I love every part of it, and he got that.
Yeah.
He got that.
Yeah.
Keeping it moving. It's the 52nd anniversary of hip hop.
Yes,
Shout out to hip hop.
And if you haven't checked it out, check out Where Hip Hop Begins or whatever it's called on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I have Paramount Plus.
Yeah, check it out. LL Cool J, it's a documentary that they did talking about where hip hop started or something like. I don't know the exact name of it, but it's really awesome. Check it out. 5 parts.
YBN Young Boy. Young Boy Never Broke Again drops.
NBA.
NBA.
Yeah.
YBNBA drops Deshaun mixtape hosted by DJ Khaled. Okay.
Is he off of probation?
I'm going to listen to this young boy because he's got too much pomp and circumstance for him not to be friggin' amazing. You like him? You listen?
No, that's not my
I mean, he ain't no C4 or nothing.
Their music is very emo. It's very emotional. You know, it's like
like crying and going through life struggles.
Yeah,
as a
not my type of music.
22-year-old.
Right, with mad children.
Yes, young boy. Chance the Rapper is hitting the road for my closest fans.
Yeah.
With and we will tour. What? Chance the Rapper is hitting the road for my closest fans with and we back tour.
With
and we back.
With and we back.
With and we back.
Chance revealed the 15-city trek on Monday. That's all we need to know. TikTok might ask you to verify your age, even in the U.S., because it want to know what young impressionable minds are out
And we
there.
back tour. With and we back tour.
Say what
it's
it
called
mean.
And we back.
Oh, that's the name of the tour. Is And We Back.
Oh.
Okay. Let me read that
Say it again.
Chance the Rapper is hitting the road
For and we back tour. They put bad English there. They
For my closest fans, with and we back.
They were supposed to put the tour name in parentheses.
In asterisk, and they didn't do it.
Shrek 5 release date. Why 5? Why do we still have more Shreks?
The public wants it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Who? Nana.
People love Shrek.
Who wanted Shrek?
Yeah.
Nana.
People love Shrek. That's all I know.
I don't want.
And Taylor Swift announces a new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
All right, Tay.
Don't we not even? Donald Trump said that we supposed to hate Taylor Swift. So I can't listen to that.
I don't know.
Name one Taylor Swift song.
I don't know one.
I came in like a wreck.
You always trying to give that.
Cyrus.
You always trying to give that to Taylor Swift, and that is not hers.
Well, she need to remake it. God damn it.
Do you know one Taylor Swift song?
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Yep, I know that one.
That is Taylor Swift. I thought that was a Lil Pig and Sing.
That's Mariah Carey.
You guys got it all mixed up.
Speaking of Mariah Carey and Shensia have a song together.
They sure do. It's a summertime anthem for the girlies.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called, but I like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
With that said, we got some business and work to do here, so we've got to go.
Bye.
Unfortunately. For y'all, stay cool, be great, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.